Good morning, chat. I just woke up 13 minutes ago, but I'm ready to play against Mr. Boros Energy. Well, 19 days ago. But still, I believe that that's what they run. I believe them. Boseiju against Moon, 6 mana for Titan. And it's okay, it's probably a bit not great, but it's okay. That could be Boros, it is Boros, okay. Playing against Boros at 8 AM should be illegal. Why? That's like my preferred one. Don't put a land this way. I don't win if they have static prison for one of my amulets and I draw Scapeshift, but I will be fine in that spot still. I will just wait a turn or two. The static prison doesn't have energy to support itself. Did I sleep well? Yes, yes. Blinds, Guide of Solace, Ocelot Proud, okay. I need to draw Amulet, Scapeshift, and I think GSZ is good. Works. Why is GSZ good? Well, it gets Titan.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Hooray.
Hooray indeed. Oscar. I'm still Jenny from the block. Now I have a lot. I think my dog has been biting my speaker's cables and he sort of removed the stereo function of my speakers. And one of them doesn't play anymore. Which I don't love. Will I play the new FIFA? No. Why would I? I only played FIFA briefly in my life. But I have to say that I had trouble understanding how my inputs control the character I'm playing. The characters, I guess you play as an entire team. I'm still. And I had a really hard time like understanding how it's supposed to translate. Hello, Real Command. I'm still. Down to earth like this, rocking this business. Challenge Ursus. Alright. They have 18 life, that's convenient. I guess they have 3 blockers. So I need 4 Titans still. But we have 4 Titans already. Perfect. Chat, have you played Mirror's Edge ever? Still alive. Still don't understand why GSU was good. Well, it let me Analyst Loop make 4 Hasty Titans and win the game, so that is why. There's no Icetill on the field here. Well, it's in my deck. I think that's enough. Day 50 of waiting for the Belcher challenge. Sometimes best things in life require some patience. I guess in just a week the Pro Tour Atlanta is happening and we're gonna see plenty of Belcher there for sure. Because at the PT, you know, serious players are gaming, so those should realize how strong Belcher is and just play it instead of playing funny decks. Tier 2 decks with 2.7% meta share. I'm still alive, I'm still alive, la 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 la. How many Hope of Girapur will we see? Is that a Da Vinci approved deck? I would guess 1 in 5 Belcher players will play it. Maybe 1 in 7. I think it's pretty uncommon, but I guess maybe I just haven't seen it because I'm not playing decks where you play that. Well, I guess probably not, because at the PT you'll have teams, so like if one team ends up playing it, then there's plenty of that card. So you know, it could easily be that like there's 70% Belchers play that card because, well, not 70 but 30. Am I qualified for the Antwerp RC? I am, yes. I'll only have 3 Explorers still. That's a crazy list, Canister. Vexing Bauble should be cut. Let's meet in the finals. We'll see. There's many other ready to claim that title. I barely did well at RCs, I guess. I qualified twice for the PT with Phoenix and Pioneer, but then I scrapped Pioneer, so I don't know if I have a hope anymore. Do I want any of the graveyard hate cards? Test. For Flage Titan of Fire's Fury? No, I don't. This is great, but I don't have a green source on turn 1. And Bojuka Bog is close, Mr. Walrus Runner, but It is rare that the games are about Flage. That's a great draw. So I don't really want a solution for that. I'm curious if Boros will drop a lot after the PT. It already dropped plenty on Modo. It seems like it's been rebounding in the past few weeks. Maybe that's just like a feeling. Well, I mean, the meta share on MTGO is pretty big sometimes. But you know, 30 days, 13.6, and 7 days ago, 13.4, so pretty hard to say. But MTG Goldfish pretty unreliable. PT will just be Goraios as per Zoo. Yeah, for sure. Just looked under my desk, and it seems like my dog actually bit through the cable of my speakers, and my subwoofer doesn't work. That's why the sound I've been hearing from my computer is a bit one-dimensional. Yeah, we have a new puppy since a few weeks, Da Vinci. His name is Theo. It's Theo. It's a golden retriever. Show puppy. Soon. Molten Rain. Oh, that's not good. Ay, Giga punished. Slightly punished by Molten Rain. Alright, dog showing between rounds. Hope they Surgical Titan now to shit on me or hold up Orim's chant. How did your cats react to the new doggy? Reasonably well. They're still getting accustomed to each other, and they still aren't spending their time too fully together. We're still doing a little bit of a quarantine because the dogster supposedly had a parasite which had to be cured, and like it still should be good to like fully introduce them to live in the same spaces for in a few days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they make it, that kills me. But now I kill them because I will Scapeshift. Didn't I also have a chinchilla? Yulia, my girlfriend, had a chinchilla. Unfortunately, in June this year, chinchilla Stefan has abruptly passed away and died. Kinda out of nowhere. He like seemed fine and healthy one day, and then next day he kind of died. Have I mourned over the chinchilla? Well, most of the mourning was done by Yulia. I haven't had the opportunity to live with the chinchillas for that long, as long as she did, so her emotional connection to this animal was much greater than mine, but I was still sad. Does our deck really only play 2 Simic Growth Chamber? I don't understand why Simic Growth Chamber would be good, really. But yeah, how many Simic Growth Chambers do you want? Back in my day, you people played 4. Well, I have 4 Gruul Turfs because I'm splashing a red sweeper. Simic Growth Chamber was always the default one because of Tolaria West, but the sweeper is more important than Tolaria West to cast on time, and Tolaria West you can search for a Simic Growth Chamber for, so that's fine, right?
He's a phenomenal control player.
Who up exploring their tills of ice?
Tighten your seatbelts. That's all we've been doing. Also, House of Mana, welcome to the Canny stream. Very based. Chad, do you think my opponent realized he died? Or are they waiting for me to show me my win condition? Wait, is this lethal? Wait, is this a combo yet? Carpal Tunnel Simulator? Well, it's not really a simulator if I'll get it for real, right? Possibly. Oh no, I need one more point of damage. Yeah, 31. The best simulations are the real experiences. I'm not sure if that's proper definition. Although, very nice game for Force of Vigor, frankly. This game. The Force on Goblin Bombardment. Convenient enough that it even didn't give my opponent the extra mana to hold up an Orim's Chant. Which is kind of plausible for them to have in a spot like this, like to have a chant in hand and think to themselves, yes, let's go for lethal. Through like I can still hold up chant through Boseiju, this is genius. But then, ooh, Prosperity, Force of Vigor. Gurig is gonna play, we're gonna play the mirror match against Gurig most likely, so I have to mulligan a hand like this. Too bad, too bad. There were literally 0 cars parked on the street he was asked to park on. And how did you do? Was it parallel or perpendicular? Alright, let's keep this. Not great, but already on 5. Gurik keeps 7. I did learn how to parallel park probably like 2 years ago. I had my driver's license since 2014. It did take me a while, but I think now I have a pretty decent grasp on how to do it. Even if I top the Amulet, I can't win. I played out the Otawara. I don't know if I should have. But I'm not sure what I'm supposed to play to. The second Boseiju is a pretty bad draw. Well, I guess I could Boseiju something, but it's of no use. With Mycosynth. I guess I'll hit a bounce land. Crumbling Vestige. I've been fooled. At least my opponent with 5 mana. Maybe it strands him. Seems like I should play this. Maybe if I Spelunking into dry land, it's important. Alright, here's kind of stranded. Let's try an Amulet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sort of punished for not playing out the Lotus Field. X equals 2 Analyst. Solid. Ooh, mail freelance. Hanweir Battlements. That is a nice draw, is it? I die next turn. Otawara and Vestiges. It sounds like good value. Alright, maybe Gurig only plays one forest today. That's the hope. No more forests and Gurig. Holy shit. There's hope. No land. I'll be wrecked by a map though. Still need to top deck an amulet. But I mean, this way villain also loses the extra saga, so now just like a forest doesn't save them. Or Mycosynth. Next turn. Spelunking. Why target Vestige and not Saga? So my opponent loses more lands in over 2 turns. Holy shit. Well, it feels tough, but I think I'm okay. H'Arain. Thank you for the raid and welcome. I think further Boseiju doesn't seem to matter much. Opponent has Spelunking, so I can't even prevent them from floating the mana. Otawara is in my graveyard, unfortunately. Seems hard to Otawara meaningfully while also keeping up a Boseiju, so I probably should summon a Titan and attack with 2 Titans, that's 12. And if it's gonna force a block on the Analyst, that's gonna be meaningful next turn. Let's just do that. Icetill Explorer, does that do anything for me? Don't think so. Should you play Ghost Quarter with Icetill? Yeah, I do. I have it in my sideboard. Icetill could let you Boseiju the Amulets twice. Not really. Would the Amulet creature help you to win? It would, yeah. This was a minstrel moment. Is there value to trying to Boseiju the Saga to prevent them from grabbing Expedition map? No, no. They already had the opportunity to do so. They don't have it. Let's have 3 Titans next turn. So I will still hold up Boseiju. You have secretly had a lot of minstrel moments lately. The card is terrible to draw, but has its merits from time to time. Yeah, I think overall it's not worth it, but if you could manifest it into existing, if you could just search your, outside of the game with Summoner's Pact and GSZ, it would be very nice. But certainly Minstrel would just win here with Scapeshift. Well, seems like he's thinking, so doesn't seem like an easy line. Yeah, I've had too many Worldspine Worm moments recently where it would have been good in the situation. That's fair. Okay, that was an argument for breaking the Saga. The main deck Vexing Bauble. Although I can hit a bounce land now. Like a bounce land is not enough to activate the Analyst. Just playing one forest? I guess Gurik does tend to play few forests. And before Surva land, he had the opportunity to fetch one, he didn't earlier. Kind of wild that we won this. No amulet versus 4 amulets. Easy. If I have Explorer and Ghost Quarter, maybe I should play Bojuka Bog as well. And Reclaimer to find those. No great cuts though. Are counterspells so irrelevant that it's no use to play Cavern? The specific card counterspell is pretty rare. But besides the specific card counterspell on specifically your Primeval Titan, there is also a Force of Negation on Grandstand Zenith, consigned to memory on your triggered abilities, Subtlety on your Titans, Harbinger of Disease, plenty of various other ways your opponent can fight you. And Cavern of Souls is just useful in one narrow matchup. I mean, a card matchup. 62, whatever. What are the 2 baubles against? It's against spells that cost 0 mana. On the draw, play Saga into Mycosynth into nothing. That's too weak. Boseiju? Boseiju is good on the draw. I will be happy to have 2 baubles against Belcher, Goraios. Maybe some other decks. Grażyna. It's gonna be non-ideal if opponent plays Spelunking. It's Boseiju the Saga. I want my mana to be free. Come next turn. Sure, Urza Saga. I can get Force of Vigor. But I don't think trying to beat that this game is responsible. Interesting. Should I just try to win? Or wait a turn? It is weak to blow my load against a Boseiju. So I'll wait. It's still gonna be kinda weak. But maybe he's gonna tap out for a 6 mana Titan. Or maybe I'll draw a payoff. But Boseiju on TOS, this could be the spot where that happens. I search like this to play around Boseiju on Tolaria West a little bit. If my opponent does that, then I'll be left with no way to find a threat. And I can't do anything about that, but I will be able to Otawara the Urza Saga and live. And try to prolong the game to draw something. I guess I can even find a Ghost Quarter on top of that. Should I get the Ghost Quarter now? Kill a land? Prevents a Titan. I'll just need to rip. Like that's gonna be just true. Am I gonna play the big challenge in the evening? I will not. Ooh, second sideboard forest. You got me, Gurig. GSD would be awesome. Titan, Pact. Well, Pact is awesome as well. How awesome, I guess, is the question. Because if I get a Titan, don't do anything. I should just get Analyst. You think this forest was just in hand through game 1? He skipped a land drop. It's not possible that he had it in hand. Reforest by Gurig. Well, maybe. Was there a way to make a second construct and still escape? Well, I have 3 mana floating, so there was a way. Yeah, I could have just done that. That way I would have an extra construct, but I would have fewer mana. And I still would be able to combo off if I don't get Boseiju, and I still would be able to Otawara plus Ghost Quarter if I would have gotten hit by a Boseiju, so yeah, I should have done that. Good point. Alright, Endurance. O kurwa, faktycznie ma Endurance. Chat, this game is too interactive for a Titan Mirror. Bitches! Why are we not just casting it? I'm gonna Boseiju my Growth Chamber. Peace within my land. No nie, nieźle. I died to a Pact now. Holy shit, what a battle. This is what Titan Mirrors ought to be. True. Well, seems like maybe I should bring 6. YOLO. If we're interacting this hard. Lantern not good in the mirror. Oh, probably not, but maybe. I guess it does make it more expensive to go off. How is Vampire's Vengeance modern playable? What's wrong with it? It's like a sweeper and draw a card. It sounds good to me. I have no idea how to cut down to 60 when I bring 6 and Soulgate Lantern here, so I have to be playing a bigger deck. The Force of Vigor blowout potential is pretty high, and otherwise I'm exploring, so the hand is a bit bad, but hopefully he opens with Amulet and Saga. He does see me playing a Mirrorpool first, of course, so maybe he's not gonna be fooled. Terrible. Someone like you. Ooh. Bounceland Titan. Ay, ay, ay. What turn is it? It's good. 2 explores. Oh, ay, ay, ay. Force of Vigor chat. Can easily backfire against Spelunking. He's grazing really hard though. It doesn't have Scapeshift. Okay. Maybe no payoff somehow. Beast within on my land? Sure, that's fine. If that means no payoff, I'm gonna take it. Let's try Spelunking. Nope. Maybe we should copy Saga, but I don't know. It's slower than his. Don't like it. Would rather have Otawara. Maybe not. I mean, like, being slow doesn't matter because clearly villain has no payoff. They do have Urza's case, so they just need a bounce land. And some time converted into AT West, but... Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Beast within is nuts confirmed. Doesn't seem like it's been too impactful this game. It was pretty good last one though. Hard to argue against that. Amulet of Vigor. Amulet of Vigor. Okay.
He's a phenomenal control
Is
player.
it realistic to die to deconstructs? Kinda is. Alright. Who top decks out of it first? Nah, this is bad. This was bad. But, well, I don't know. Is it? If he gets a Saga, that's also like an issue. Well, he's not gonna get Saga. He would get TOS if he drew a bounce land, and then I could just snipe his TOS, rendering his Scapeshift bot top decks. I don't know. A bit tricky. Just hitting it proactively is a bit worse though, for sure. Alright. Not enough mana to Titan. Is this an Icetill Explorer moment? Kinda might be. It's a bit stupid maybe, but... If it's not, you shouldn't. You cut the card, the lol. Lamao. Don't be fooled by Icesteals I've got. I'm still. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. I mean, perhaps, like, Icetill Explorer is kind of a meme. Didn't think about infinitely copying your Icetill. Oh no, villain, draw, GSZ. Well, tank, kill you. So this is where blowing the Boseiju is horrible, was horrible actually. If I could keep it up now, would be better. Although villain could... Well, they couldn't easily play around that. Seems like you would still lose on their next turn though. Well, I would top deck a Spelunking into a Scapeshift. Or I would do something else, I don't know. We don't know what we would draw. MTGO stopped me from looking at my top deck. This is kind of alright. Play top land, Amulet bounce land, then I have turn 3 Titan, right, with turn 3 win. Opponent last spotted playing some combo. Sam se tym kurwa graj. That improves my hand. Now is a turn 2 win. Brotherhood shall prevail. Opponent Galaxy Brain going to pass without playing a land. Oh no. Would you rather have $1 million or win every PT for a year? Every PT for a year. You? Kek, why? Oh yeah, that's true, I forgot. Like, there's literally nothing else to life than money, and there's nothing else to playing Magic the Gathering than winning monetary prizes. And the only important thing in life is to get the most amount of money possible. So if you have the choice between being giga rich enough to fulfill all of your needs and also being fulfilled and happy with yourself and being slightly more rich for no reason, you go with the latter. You can bring a shit ton of removal against Sam. Imagine how much freedom it would get with $1 million. Well, I'm pretty free already, so not that much. Having a little giggle at the Gigabrain stream title, I'm glad. Is Reclaimer Barrow Downs something I want to pursue against my opponent's deck? It seems like it is not. So let's bring it in. Do I want to bog my deck down with shitty grindy cards in general? They probably play Force of Vigor. I got what I wanted, but not what I need, because I need $1 million and Force and got something else. 2 Force of Vigor. Don't be fooled by all the rocks that I've got. I'm still. I have so much removal I can just win with stupid monsters. Do you rather win every PT for a year or come to possess a Death Note? From the hit manga, do not use the Death Note. I choose every PT. Hand is awesome. Tap land. Death Note is giga shit. Like the object or the anime? I think I can go with Amulet. Not well, Grazer can be a ritual later, right? So it could be kind of better. If my Amulet dies, then so be it. Thoughtseize. Object. Seems like an incredible tool, but I wouldn't really want to. But I don't know if I would say that the object is giga shit. Oh no. No sex tonight. Skip the Grazer, so we can turn 4 Titan. Without having to draw any more lands, and next turn I'll keep up Vengeance up. This turn I'm fine, just dismembering. Is that Fulminator Mage? That would be a bit rough. Looks like one. Fetching a Overgrown Tomb into having trouble tapping. What else could it be? No, it's Ruthless Lawbringer. It's fine. No! Vampire! Vampire Assassin! Oh no! It's over. You would snap off a Death Note. So what you're saying, you would be comfortable killing people? Not comfortable, I guess, happy. This is kind of fucked up though. Ruthless Lawbringer, Vampire Assassin, dodging my vengeance. I just get to keep a 3/2 around. Pain. Caludron Familiaros, okay. Very vengeful today. Shouldn't have boarded in Vampire's Vengeance against Vampire Tribal. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I just didn't know. Carrion Feeder, I barely knew her. Fire Magic. Yeah, I would have to give up a blood token to do that. Like, Fire Magic is fine, I played with it, but just the blood token is just kinda OP. Like, it's easy to look at it and say, oh, like, it's 3 mana, deal 2 damage and no further upside, but it actually is plenty of upside. Blood token is so good, bros. How easy is to lose? How easy is it to lose now? It's a bit easy. Maybe more easy than I would like it to, because I can just kind of never lose. Possible if you Vestige and dismember the feeder. You could also get Bojuka Bog. Bojuka Bog Vestige. Actually, you know what? That sounds awesome. Because I wanted to maybe crack the blood token, discard this, and then hold up. Vengeance away the Carrion Feeder, and then go off next turn with Dismember mana up, but you know what? I don't need to. Well, if my opponent has Cord and has Dryad Arbor in their deck, they can kill me this turn, that is true. Like right now. Not anymore though. So do I need to dismember now? Clearly they don't have shit. Yeah. Let's dismember. Leaving my opponent with the Ruthless Lawbringer in play, a creature that I can't kill. with my Vampire's Vengeance. Aha, the entire crew is assembling. Avengers assemble. Icetill Explorer. What is opponent up to? They're playing a Samwise Gamgee deck. It is allegedly broken, but I have yet to experience that. Just be ready to kill my opponent next turn with 2 Titans. It seems like my opponent is mostly flooding. Who alleges this? Well, that's a good question, I don't know. Kind of crazy to play Kaludron Familiar in Modern, but then you don't even play Witch's Oven, the greatest card that combos with the card. Alright, Gitaxian Probe. Seems like my hand is a keep. We have Exploring to Spelunking potentially turn 3 win with Scapeshift. 2 musics. Belcheros. Monka. But we have the Icetill Explorers and the sideboard Ghost Quarter, so we are ready. That's a fine exchange. They don't know about the Icetill Explorer. I sure hope they don't. Seems like I should just try to win. It is not pretty against Belcher, but if my opponent goes Lotus Bloom to kill me with Belcheros, that's too bad as well. Don't you need 4 lands for this? No, I don't. I have Summoner's Pact in my hand. I mean, I'd like playing in any way. Waiting for the Pact. Guess I should Pact now. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. So I guess I can play around spells there. Technically. So I think I won. I think my opponent doesn't have anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. No, that's not correct. I'm not playing around shit. Holy shit, Canister wins. Courage pays off sometimes. You just tap out into your opponent's bullshit and you're fine. Right, what if I cut all the Pacts and all the Scapeshifts though? With 2 Icetill Explorers? And the entire motley crew of monsters? Actually get to register a 60 card deck that way. A bit heavy on lands perhaps. Maybe I could play one Scapeshift over Mycosynth with no TOS and with no Pacts. But sometimes it can be a tutor for my Chaos Quarter. Yeah. Am I afraid of Harbinger? Bakker MTG, you seem just afraid in general. Let's keep this hand, it's a bit bad. Seem fairly afraid in general. I am afraid of Harbinger, sure, to an extent. Chooses Will of Invention. You know what? Actually, I should kill the Orderly Plaza. Probably should do it in the draw step. Means my opponent cannot win next time if they play Mountain, but should have done that in the draw step. Whoops. Didn't have a draw step stop and was too lazy to set it. Hmm. The first turn that you play Icetill Explorer on is typically very awkward and pretty bad because you often need to spend a land drop already to get the second green or get to 4 mana. Will you just flare in to kill me? Classic, by the way. Maybe should have gotten the Vexing Bauble, but my turn would have sucked then. Because I still need to hold up Boseiju not to die to Belcheros. It's kind of impossible to win against Belcher when they're on the play and they have Idiot into Flare. You just get a Force of Vigor negation, a Force of Will. Tameshi, 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 Harbinger into the Floodmaw. One Consign. Two Stern Scaldings. I mean, Stern Scalding answers the 2-4 pretty well. Watching Mr. Simmer at 30,000 feet on the plains, free Wi-Fi. Really, that sounds impossible to do normally. The plain Wi-Fi never actually functions. Ah, what a shit hand. This is too bad. Need something more proactive. Oh, I punished. For no sins. Okay, okay. That's a hand. Let's get the Ouphe in to play while I can. Next turn I'll get Saga. Oh, what do we do? I'm shocked. Do they not value their life points at all? They could Harbinger now. Would be ugly. But if they don't Harbinger immediately, then my Saga is on 2, then it's hard to Harbinger. Maybe that was an argument for, I don't know, I need to play the Ouphe as well. Okay, okay. I mean, I say okay, but it's a 2-3. Kind of unbeatable. I mean, I'll set a Jostep when my opponent plays a Harbinger. Do I want to play out the Boseiju? Well, if villain just bounces my Ouphe, I guess I will lose to that. Likely. Should I maybe cycle Explorer if I hit a Dismember? That's really good. Because I think if this lives, then it doesn't matter to have made a construct. This doesn't live. GSZ. Well. Lotus is blooming, my friends. Bounce Collector Ouphe, make 10 mana, Belcher. I see. No bounce. Any lands that actually matters? Is that Ghost Quarter? Is that Mirrorpool? Is that Otawara? Oy. Might just be Shifting Woodland, frankly. I think it is. Good morning, portable head. Amulet of Vigor. Analyst. Do I have a prediction for the PT? The meta shares prediction? I am guessing that Belcher will have the best win rate at the tournament. And it's going to be 3rd to 5th most popular. I still wish I had a different card. I mean, no wonder. I still kinda, I don't know. The spots for it, they seem kind of hard to navigate. Kind of hard to materialize. Do I think Energy will be the most popular deck? It could be, but I would not be surprised if it won't. Elvish Reclaimer kinda helps assemble the analyst loop without being a Scapeshift. That is kind of nice about it. They'll draw with Tameshi. Yes, oh, it's annoying, but... Are there any known Titan Masters playing the PT? Well, I'm not playing, Dom is not playing. Nathan of the Guild Leaf is playing, actually. Mr. Nathan, he's doing really well on Magic Online. I think he's playing the PT. He should be. He was playing the Mogs, which I think was the one feeding the event. Why can opponent be tapped out so you can deck them with Tameshi triggers? It's once per turn, so that's why. But no, actually. Destroy land to play around Sing. Curious. They have a mountain in their deck. I'm not sure if I should have played the Explorer. Probably shouldn't. Yeah. Because I can't win this turn now because of that, sort of. Not well, I mean, if this got countered, then it's the same. One still needs a bounce spell for the Ouphe into Belcher. Do you have it? Blue mana? No. Bro, fuck me. That's a shame. Maybe they hit the mountain. Like this time, they ought to hit the mountain. For real, right? This one time. If I had Bojuka Bog, I could play patiently with against Tameshi, sort of. Not that patiently though. How does Belcher ever lose? Well, game 1 I just started Scapeshifting into 3 open mana and opponent conceded, so that's how. But like the Ouphe lockout plan it doesn't often work. Missing Sylvan Safekeeper, true. But on the draw, like, you don't even have the time to cast your cards when they draw the nut draw. Alright, bro, just cast your Belcher and kill me. You have 14 mana. How hard can it be? Okay. Mountain in top 9 cards, one time. I beg you. This has never happened to me yet. Mountain, please. Just lose the stupid mountain. Minus 22. Fuck me, bros. This will never happen. What are the odds? Ivan 1227. Last seen deck 21 days ago, Azorius Control. We are getting punished for losing a match instantly. We dropped to the control bracket. This is such a classic. This always happens. You dare to lose a match in a challenge, you are consigned to the pit. And you will just wiggle here forever. You will be trapped. Does this one deserve a counterspell? Interesting. Makes some sense. I missed the onion ring chat. I think I don't want to play it now. I want to chill and maybe drop it at a more relevant turn where I can maybe replay some sagas. Just playing the Icetill right here seems just not very useful. If I were a Minister of National Education, would I introduce school uniforms? Probably not. It used to be a thing briefly when I was a kid, but just for a year or two. When I was in primary school, we got super ugly ones. Roman Giertych reference, okay. Snapcaster bracket, it is hopeless, yeah. I mean, better Snapcaster than Subtlety, really. Nah, it's the same. Actually, it's worse to get Snapcaster than Subtlety in this spot. No, Tatam, Sync, sure. Would I unbind KCA? Yes, for sure. Icetill Explorer looking pretty bad into Flame of Anor, which my opponent probably runs. Whoa, just Lurian? Would you also play KCI, or is it too bad? It's probably too bad, but I would try. I think I'll just play the Titan, no sub. Okay, we won. No Icetill Explorer necessary. I mean, I guess I play Titan, and you could argue it's too bad as well. If you're being snarky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they could draft Titans. Would you fire Michael Majors if you would be supervisor of the design team? Would you? Why? Do you have like a specific dislike for Mr. Majors? Is it just the Nadu or? Oh, because he made Harbinger. Well, I would just let him know he made a mistake. He made Harbinger and left. Like, I don't know, that's a Giga Chat behavior or the cringest behavior possible, frankly, but it's kinda rough. Create Harbinger and fuck off into the sun. Do you think Villain is playing Solitude in their deck? We haven't seen any white cards, but I guess they would not have a great reason to cast them. I should have left a red mana floating. I have realized that wizards haven't made multicolor pitch spells yet. Do you think we'll get there in MH4? Is it gonna be pitch a card of both colors? Or rather, pitch a black card and a blue card, and you can pitch a blue-black card to fulfill the criteria. Autumn's Chant. Okay. Do you have a second one? Hopefully not. Okay, very nice. A colorless pitch elemental, so you just pitch a colorless card? Wild. Wild idea. I'll just get West. Land. Hopefully I don't mill 2 pacts. Well, Monka. Unpacked mill, let's not mill the second one. Icetill Explorer being giga useful by milling random cards from my deck. Because I just need to not lose to Wrath of the Skies if they play a land Wrath. But I think I'm fine with Shifting Woodland. I don't know, let's make a construct. Doesn't seem like anything really matters anymore. Orim's can't incoming. I hacking can't. I don't know, combat? The Orim's can't, they should have canted already. Path to exile. Sure. Nice time wasting. The Explorer is actually making me risk milling out. I need to bounce it back to my hand. I spell snare, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Half flashback path for a card. Could you have made infinite hasty titans at the beginning of combat there? Well, not at the beginning of combat. I didn't have the analyst. I could have tried to start looping pre-combat. I just did not. Because it doesn't really matter much what I do. How do you not deck here? You bounce the Explorer, but the issue is, do I have a bounce land? If I mill Otawara, that's gonna be painful. Because then I actually have to stop. No, a Hui. Icetill Explorer is actually kind of anti-synergistic and horrible. Officially. Because I need to play this. The next turn I can make infinite titans after my draw step. No, I did not mill the analyst. I searched for it and I got spell snared, chat. Hope my opponent cannot force me to draw cards. No, but they can Orim's Chant. That would be horrible if I lose to Orim's Chant like that. Don't be fooled by the stupid Orim's Chant. I'm still... And if they have Orim's Chant, they're incentivized to wait, to actually make me waste the most time possible. This is insidious. Have I ever died to Flame of Honor? Target player draws 2 cards? I don't think I did. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I've got. I'm still... Alright, if they have a Solitude, that would be an issue. Kurwa. Niedobrze. How many people do you think pervasively try to time you out because of MTGO Clank interface for Titan? Well, I think everyone. They obviously know it. See, they're blocking. Settle the wreckage. I love that you posted this comment. It is very original and funny. And also, for sure they have it. I would quit if they had the Orim's Chant though. Engage in a conversation. Alright, so after this round, I try to engage in a conversation and you tell me what I say. Square bracket, card that blows you out in this board state. Good one. Can I board? Maybe. Let's bring Bojuka Bog against a Snapcaster Mage villain. Ghost Quarter, I think I will skip on. $63 cards because I almost mailed. Makes sense. Maybe one Saga cut against Wrath of the Skies. Horrible hand. Titans that I can't cast. A Pact that is useless and a Vexing Bauble that does nothing. I think we can do better. This is better. What to put back though? Might be Explore. Or Titan, but it's good to keep Titan against control. No consign, okay. Do Amulets resolve? I'll play a 6. Coward Stream. Well, it makes so much more sense to play my 1 threat right now and then play the Lotus Field without having to sacrifice all of my lands on the next turn. I think. Although, of course, maybe opponent will Solitude 6, Wrath of the Skies my Amulets, and then I will cry. And they never actually had a counter spell, right? Path to Exile. Crazy. Giga crazy to play Path to Exile in 2025. Seems like they're roughing. Reap. Are we casting a draw spell? Oh no, that's horrible. They just got a free turn to cast a draw spell. Makes some sense in the Riddler meta. Hard to kill. Are we in a Riddler meta? I barely play against the card. Maybe that's because it's 100 tickets, but I barely do. Oh, Kurka. Hello. Let's bounce the Hero of Dominaria. Riddler only appears in the 4-0 bracket. Could be. Planes up? Even Energy is trying it at the moment. Crazy. That explains everything. The Fairy Hero, what a wild card. No spierdalaj, leszczu. Time waster. Deck. Alright, let's just move to game 3, no point in playing. How many basics can they really play? 6? They do play red lands, probably just for prismatic ending. Well, whatever. Which I like to play first. Would I? I would, yeah. We're both on 7 this game. Tune the narrative. No, yeah. Doesn't make that much of a difference. It's actually fine if they cast it. Should I Scapeshift? Nice mana base, thank you. Seems good to cast a Scapeshift now. Forces my opponent to spend an interaction on it. If it resolves, I bet it's pretty good for me. I have to dodge Plains Wrath. Oh, okay. Nice mana base moment now, I guess. Oh, that's a bit brutal, I guess. Awesome Vexing Bauble performance, by the way. Expedition map, but also not really. 40% of an expedition map, maybe. Best. They didn't have the planes last turn. Hopefully, still they can't cast it off. It did seem like. Oh, yeah. Alright, fuck me, bros. Oh, okay, it's just a Fairy Time Raveler. I mean, just. Still a bit unbeatable, but. If they had that off, they would have casted right. But a bounce land can just win. Let's take the chance. Oh, hui. Too bad, too bad. A bounce land would be really good. Now they can have instant speed draft. Reclaimer was pretty bad here. I guess that the fairy bounce kind really punished it. Really bad. Solitude. Alright, I'm inclined to think they don't actually have it off. I have to win in this very few minutes then. Just gonna be rough, hard, tough, and not simple, but I don't think Icetill looked particularly impressive against the control deck here. So I guess fairly unimpressed with the card. So far, realistically. Maybe add more utility lands. Even more? I mean, in the free Ghost Quarter build it was pretty medium as well. No to wypierdoli wszystko, nie? Tym ratem. Fajnie, fajnie. Yeah, keep 2 mana up for no reason. Well played. Waste an energy because it doesn't matter. I can afford to. Counterspell on Titan, well played. Use Monumental Hand, should they even have any historic cards? Just at the fairies? Puts nothing into hand, classic. Classic performance of Monumental Henge. Hero of Dominaria, dobra. Chuj mi w dupę i na imię. So I'm 2-3. What were the matchups? I guess I lost against Gurik and that is where it spiraled. Dropped into the lower bracket and then Gurik cruised in the, I guess, energies while I suffered against control. This is the fate of a loser. This seems like a keep. Have you tried having bad grammar? Maybe I should try harder. Yes, exactly. I think it's too late. It hurts so bad though. No! If near deadlands, no i pozamiatane. If I lose this round, I will stop streaming for the next 5 weeks. If I lose to this deck in the 2-3 bracket of the Modern Challenge. I sneezed 3 times in a row just now. Lemao. Chad, it is impossible. I'm losing to Belcher. I'm not even human. According to a bot, you think it is impossible? It could be. Could be like the last level and you can't clear it by definition and it's just there to get you. Chodzę w co weekendowy. Yeah, 48 levels. This is 42. How do I show emotions through text, though? It's not. You can't do that. It's not possible. Then who? Ooh. You have the Nile Spell Bomb. Is that not good enough? Channel my frustration for a test. Sounds like a good idea. Do I want this member? Well, we tried saying Giga. You're having a tough time, huh? I'm not making it easy for you, am I? Officially non-human. Guess I'll keep. The only way to prove I'm a human is to use ChatGPT. Crazy. But I mean, maybe that just means that the bot is flawed, right? Because it can only try to imagine what's human, but it can never truly know. Because it can only try to get a robot idea of what is human. Attack for 0 damage. I take it. Fair. Dumpling. Needle for Boseiju is likely. Let's kill the dumpling. Opponent's deck doesn't quite look like a well-oiled machine. It does not, no. Vexing Bauble. If they needle for Boseiju, just Boseiju the needle. Somehow, haven't thought of that. I don't know why. They floated colorless. Well, they play Kozilek's Commando. Eldrazi Temple. Fault Not Seer. At least they commonly do in those mono black decks, so. Could the opponent made a construct after Boseiju? They couldn't. They tapped the Saga. They had 2 lands, so they have priority first. They tap the Saga, then I Boseiju the Dumping Sphere. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. I walk a lonely road, and I hacking love roads. Road, 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 road. Red floating, I don't know what to do here exactly. Probably start comboing. Maybe Lotus Field, Mirrorpool. And Boseiju before Mirrorpooling. That sounds solid. Mm-hmm. 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 We have dodged Force of Despair. Or have we? I guess there is no guarantee. I'm only human. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human after all. Well, we passed the chatbot already. So we can't know. But I guess it possibly could have worked. It makes plenty of sense that it would. Maybe saying I can go to Yemen, I'm an analyst. Bro, at this point I don't trust myself. Need ChatGPT to pass the test. We did it. We went 3-3. Gurik 4-2, lost to Gitaxian Probe. On Belcher. Gitaxian Probe 5-1.